I'm Champ Chong. It is Monday. Before we get to all the latest in gaming news, let's do what we do and get to the clip of the day.
Enemy down.
G'day guys, welcome to the Monday edition of the show that reports on the latest in gaming news, which now has over 100 million views! Yep, that is right, Champ Chong now has over 100 million views thanks to all you awesome people in the Champ Chong army. Also, just a fun fact, yesterday was actually the 4 years since I actually opened up my channel, so that was December 9, 2008. So yeah, please show your support by smacking that like button harder than ever before and just destroy it. And if you do smack the like button, then go on to answer Gorilla Man's question later on in the show, you could be a recipient of an Xbox Live Gold card. So good luck with that, but for now we jump into the gaming news because over the weekend the Spike TV Gaming Awards happened. Now during the awards a lot of stuff happened, but one thing I do want to touch on is that a game by the name of The Phantom Pain was announced and had a trailer revealed. Now in the trailer we see this guy who's had his arm replaced with this weird hook thing, and now he's trying to survive through this hospital raid. But towards the end of this trailer it gets really interesting because we do get a look at this guy's face. Now you tell me, who does that guy look like? Yep, that looks just like Snake from the Metal Gear Solid franchise. And if I remember correctly, but I'm kind of blurry on, I'm pretty sure that Liquid Snake lost his arm to a fight with a ninja and then was thought to be dead after that. So Liquid Snake losing his arm, thought to be dead, but then he wakes up in this weird place in a hospital with a hook arm thing. Could he be in this new game? Or could this new game known as The Phantom Pain be the next Metal Gear Solid game? Or it could simply just be The Phantom Pain. Or even more importantly, could this be the first game on the PlayStation 4? Now the reason I bring this up is because Moby Dick Studios, who are the developers behind the game, have been highly rumored to be making this game for the next gen. Right now their website says that this game is just for PS3 and Xbox 360, but the Swedish bunch is probably doing something that we don't even know about. And this thing that we don't know about is if the Phantom Pain could be Metal Gear Solid 5 on the PlayStation 4, which is probably likely. Because if you really take a look at it, why would they release two Metal Gear games on the same console so close together? Why not launch it on the next big console and make a big blockbuster and a lot of money? But all of this will only happen if everything goes to schedule, which we don't know how their schedule is working out or what's happening, so we're just gonna have to wait and see and sit here all alone and just go to the sad news. Sad news! What the fuck? So just before I get to the sad news, I'm warning you that this story is pretty messed up, so if you are kind of sensitive, I definitely do recommend that you go to this time and skip the sad news completely. Hopefully everybody that is sensitive has clicked off by now and has skipped along, because this is the sad news that I don't ever want to report on, but I have to. Mainly because this is 20-year-old Brian Fraser and his girlfriend Stephanie Ash, who are now in custody. And the reason the couple are in custody right now is because Brian was pulling an all-nighter. Then around at 5 AM his baby started crying. He thought, how do I make the baby stop crying? He punched the baby in the face, knocked it out, and thought the baby just went to sleep. And then Brian continued to play his games and eventually fell asleep. Then 2 PM the next morning, him and his girlfriend saw that the baby had not been able to wake up. And yes, at this point the baby was dead. And the crazy thing is, they didn't know what to do. They even thought of the whole thing where the baby got kidnapped and they'd hide the baby and maybe get away with it, but eventually they called 911. And right now justice has come into place because Brian Fraser has been charged with first-degree murder and his girlfriend Stephanie Ash has been charged with accessory to the charges. And honestly guys, I don't even know what to say. This is just probably one of the most messed up stories I've ever heard of. Killing your own child to get back to playing games? Seriously, this guy should just be put into solitary confinement and never be let out, and just let him go crazy and just starve to death or something. And I hate to bring this part up since the baby was killed and everything, but this gives a bad name to gaming and gamers in general. And since most of you guys that watch my videos are gamers and most of you guys are teenagers, so you are younger, you don't have children, but if you do have children one day, please don't be stupid like these people and take care of your kids. So 10 years from now, remember that your kid comes first and your gaming comes after that. Anyway, I'm done with this news report because it's just really messed up, so I'm going to switch the mood up and we're going to move to the big news. Big news! Alright, so since the sad news was pretty messed up, I really just want to continue the show like I normally do, so I'm going to act like nothing happened and just continue it. And I know it's kind of weird that I'm just switching in a happy mode again, but it has to be done. Anyway, part of the sad news I didn't get to is that if you're a BioShock fan, it might be a sad day for you because BioShock Infinite has been delayed by a month. The new release date for the game is March 26, 2013. Now, even though you may have to wait an extra month for the game, you're gonna get a better game in the end. That's what the developers have said. And if the developers do actually take this extra month seriously and make a really good polished game, we might actually see it a contender for Game of the Year next year. But speaking of the Game of the Year, the Spike TV Video Game Awards were held this weekend, and well, The Walking Dead was announced as Game of the Year. And honestly, I don't agree with that decision. I'd rather see a game like Halo 4 win because it's just so spectacular. Or even a game like Borderlands 2, which is so expansive and just full of fun. Hell, why not a game like Assassin's Creed 3, which just like all its games previous is an epic. And it's crazy to think that a franchise like Assassin's Creed 3 has been giving out games every single year since 2009. They haven't missed a year. And they actually might continue not missing a year and bring out a new Assassin's Creed next year with Assassin's Creed 4. Yes, I did just say Assassin's Creed 4. And the news going around is that Assassin's Creed 4 will be set in Brazil. And if it does end up in Brazil, it seems like a perfect place because if you think about it, jumping through favelas seems pretty fun, and then hiding in the jungle and jumping all over those trees is a whole lot of fun. But for now, we don't know if it will actually be set in Brazil, even though the words did come from Ubisoft Brazil themselves. And since we're on the topic of jungles, I know someone that enjoys jungles quite a lot. His name is Gorilla Man, and he's here with his question. Thanks, Gorilla Man. Okay guys, to win yourself a code, simply answer this question. What was your favorite video game of 2012 and why? So put your answers down below in the comment section. You could win or end up on the next show, but if you enjoyed today's video, make sure to smack that like button real good, because I'm Champ Chong, my access Australian, and here are the answers to Gorilla Man's previous question.